is a groovy party, man. I can dig it.
Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You are tuned to Heart Healthy Living.
Picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on.
What's going on, community? What's going on?
Right now.
Yes. Greetings to you all in love and kindness. I want to thank you so very much for joining us again this Tuesday, April 26, 2016. You are tuned into my real life radio show, Heart to Heart Healthy Living. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you follow me on Facebook, you belong to the group Heart to Heart Radio or the Lymphatic Wellness Group. You know, today that I'm going to be playing some music and talking about Prince and just life in general. And I'm going to make this a Facebook kind of day and share the posts that I put out all week long. Because when I'm out on Facebook and using social media, it's all involved around what I do and how I am being here on planet Earth. I'm the one and only conscious self-health care educator. I help you understand what your body's symptoms are saying. This information will rejuvenate your thoughts to live a stress and disease-free life. With conscious self-health care moves, mental observation view is essential for your success. So the question becomes, how can I help you slay your health care fears? We're talking about false education accepted as reality. We're talking about false evidence appearing real. If it's not coming straight from your consciousness and it's coming from the world, you have to ask yourself, are you working from a man-made mindset of human consciousness about how you showing up here on planet Earth and how you choosing to live your life and how you choosing to work together with other humans? Because you see, they tell me team means together everyone achieves more. The challenge or vision for every person is to build a feeling of love, of oneness, and dependence on one another. Because the question is usually not how well each person lives independently, but how well they live together. And that's talking about this real big cell of a body, of a human holographic image that we are. The cells work perfectly well by themselves, and each of us can work perfectly well by ourselves. But we work well and better together when we look at everything as a whole and we bring it together in oneness, and the cells work together as a team. They have an independent job, but they work together as a team. And if we target and keep them cells separate, keep that organ separate, keep that system separate, the body can't see itself as a whole. And the reason why it doesn't see itself as a whole, because it's somewhere missing something is in consciousness. It's not there in your consciousness. It's not really of your consciousness. It's somebody else's information that you're holding on to and making it your own, so it doesn't vibrate in your body correctly. It's something discord going on. There's no harmony within the cell life, the cell structure. And the cells can only vibrate and do their job based on your consciousness. what you are telling your cells what to do, how you live and speak and tone and share every day in your life, it affects you first. You mostly. And anybody that has that same level of frequency and they tap into it, they get that same vibration as well. So we're talking about taking a moment and taking a deep breath and thinking about how you can for your human body and what you are allowing to be the governor of your physical body. Is it you? Is it your consciousness? Is it your thinking? Is it your actions? Are you doing it because you choose to do it because you want to do it? Or are you doing it because it's a part of a family tradition? It's what your preacher told you to do. It's what your doctor told you to do. It's what your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your club members, your everybody's telling you what to do. But are you taking a moment to sit back and ask yourself what it is you truly want to do? In other words, are you tuning into yourself? Yes, I want you to tune into Heart to Heart Healthy Living. Team together, everybody achieves more. But we got to take more moments of being still and know that when we go somewhere and vibrate, why we're there and what we're vibrating to and what we're going to allow in our space and what we're not going to allow in our space. So yes, you are tuned into Heart to Heart Healthy Living. And I'm going to share with you some information quickly from Facebook. And I see we got a call on the line, and then I'm going to let her come in a moment. But let me just say this for you. The first post of the day I put out, it says something like, coherence is a place that I live in consciousness. My heart and brain is one. There is no discord. I hear what your cells are saying, and I am a catalyst for balancing out your vibrations that are not in harmony. We don't have to share a human word with each other for this to happen. Once I'm in your frequency range, energy shift like a fine-tuned piano. Yes, we all are divine light beings. What is your gift? When you recognize that you are source energy frequency, you will shine your inner light so bright that reflection you see in the mirror is pure light, gleaming through your skin of your holographic human image. Your consciousness is your reality, demonstrated as your experience. Oh yes, your consciousness is your reality, demonstrated as your experiences. So listen closely when you hear, behold, I give you power. Whatever you need, whatever you desire, whatever you want, I give you power. You have the power. Oxygen plus pumps plus electricity equals power. The only alignment that needs to be in view is the inner with the outer. The thought of duality is not a real reality. It's living in a world of duality. A man-made mindset of human consciousness to keep everything separate and keep you separate from your own self. You're working and you're struggling with the inner and the outer. The inner controls the outer. Stop struggling. April is Conscious Self-Health Care and Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month. We want you to become aware of how you're caring for your body, how you're caring for your human frame, how you're using your thoughts and your actions to live on planet Earth. What are you giving your thoughts to that are not allowing you to take care of your body? Join us for the 6th annual Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day Self-Health Care Awards program, April 30th, for the 2nd annual Global Conscious Self-Health Care Panel Radio Show. We're going to have 8 wonderful individuals that are going to share with you their journey, their truth, their authenticity, in hopes that it would assist you with being more authentic with yourself. Right here on Inner Light Radio, April 30th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm your host, Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, known as Dr. K, and we welcome you to take a moment and sit back and be still and just ask yourself, what are you really doing for the care of your human frame? What are you really believing in? Oh, this is Daniela. Greetings. Greetings, Daniela. I see a name. I look up and I keep my eyes closed all the time. I know I need to keep my eyes open. This is a radio show. Hi.
I'm calling from the other side of the world.
Yes, that's correct. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Belgium, and I just want to say hello to everyone and to you. And I'm looking so forward to that connection on Saturday, that special day, that special show. So I will be there.
Oh, wow. Thank you for checking in. I am so looking forward. And I tell you, I have people been saying, well, Karen, who's coming on? Who's the panel? The information is coming out right after this show. Daniela is one of our panelists, and you see where she's calling from, around the world. This is a global thing. We all want to feel oneness and love and comfort and joy. And so they was like, well, you going to have everybody come on and talk? No, they're going to talk Saturday. So you have to tune in to hear Daniela's story. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. So I see you got a good connection. What time is it where you are?
It's past midnight.
It's past midnight.
I'm sending you all my love and all my bliss before I go to sleep, and I'll see you all on Saturday, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you for checking.
Bye-bye. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Woo, that is so awesome. Thank you. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have so much fun. And again, we're sharing information to inspire everyone to realize that, yes, it is true. Consciousness rules. And it's your consciousness that rules the state of your being here. And that's a wonderful thing. And we should be happy about it. And that's why I live in harmony. There's no discord between the heart and the brain. It's one. I know the brain has vibrations of its own, but the brain is just like any other organ. It needs consciousness to tell it what to do. And so we're talking about honoring who you are. And I'm honoring the life of everyone that's really ever lived on planet Earth. And Prince, his life magnified and touched through his music, through who he was, how he lived his life. Not everybody knew the pain that he was going through, the pain that he was experiencing, because he wore it well, like so many people do, really. And if you're taking medication for pain and you're on those particular high level of medications that really interferes with how the brain processes to trick itself to make it feel like you're no longer in the pain, but the pain is really there and the body is still going on, and people don't understand. But as a bioenergetic, bioinformational wellness specialist, registered certified anthologist for over 20 years at least, using it within my life before I even began to share the information with other people, what was really going on from my perspective of what's happening in the body, what's going on with the cells, how your cells. Because when we understand cellular ecology, everything stops being a mystery. We don't get caught up in the illusion of what someone is trying to teach us about health care and the disease care. Because all we should really be concerned about is health care. Because it's true. What you focus on, you give life to it. If you're working and struggling and trying to invent and cure a disease, that's what you're going to keep doing. It's going to keep running from you. It's going to keep going into the future. And you won't catch up with it because those thoughts are just what they are. They take you away from the true reality of who you are and your responsibility. So we can have cellular malfunctions, and that's much more easy to deal with in life, and understanding the real true life of a cell. And so I'm going to share some information, some basic information, and you're going to say, Karen, that's so simple. That's too simple. It can't be that simple. That's not what maybe possibly could have happened to Prince. That's not maybe what possibly could have happened to people that we don't understand. They were feeling well one day. They were talking to you, having a great time, and then you got the call and say, did you know that such and such had just made their transition? What happened? We don't know. They think it was a heart attack. Oh, he was out running around the track, and he had a great time, and next thing we knew, they fell out. What could that possibly be? What could cause something spontaneously to happen like that within the body? Well, we do know one thing. Consciousness is definitely a part of it because you cannot separate yourself. Remember, they want you to think in terms of duality. But really, there's no duality. There's no separation. You are one with yourself. And that's the reality that we have to get back to. So I'm going to listen to, take a station break, listen to some music, and come back and continue talking. Do you feel lost? Do you feel out of sync? Could it be that you are experiencing electromagnetic sensitivity? Yes, electromagnetic sensitivity. Could man-made frequencies interfere with cellular activity and melatonin production? We are beings of frequency, light, and information, and you are your own experience. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of man-made mindset of human consciousness. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Schedule your Nest Provision Human Body Field Scan with Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit the website forcelllife.com, the number 4CELLLIFE.com. Have the courage to expand your horizon and reprogram your cellular activities. Call Dr. K for your 15-minute wellness consultation, 202-248-7749.
This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it will mean nothing, nothing, yeah, without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the car to take us over the road. Man made the train, oh, to carry the heavy load. Man made electrolyte to keep us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, and now I made the ark. This is a man's world, but it won't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. Ha! Oh, he's lost in a wilderness. He's lost in a bitterness. He's lost. This is a man's world, but it won't mean nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl.
And that's girl power right there. That's the feminine energy. It wouldn't be nothing. No one would be here if it wasn't for a woman, the womb of the woman. And I like to say Prince honored the woman, the feminine energy. He has many, many songs out there. And as you know, he always had female players. He put the women on stage. He let them show what they could do. He honored the woman. And we must honor nature, the woman, the body. Man can duplicate anything they want to duplicate, but they cannot duplicate the seed of life. The seed of life that's in you. If you want to come in and chime in today, 310-928-7733. 310-928-7733. Well, why did you choose that version? Because I think that young girl sung that song from the heart vibration of life. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. We create the vibration and bring about the balance, the equilibrium. And when you alter the balance, the equilibrium in the body, you cause the body to not function very well. So when your thoughts are scattered and you're thinking about pain and duality and negative vibrations, when we don't step up and understand that cells regenerate themselves daily based on what we're doing and what we're giving them. And the only thing that can correct that is your thoughts. And then it comes down to the physical body. To be here on planet Earth, it needs certain things. Other than that, you would need to feed this body, because the soul of who you are is the light of the body. But to keep this body grounded, we need to give it certain things, and poison and drugs in any form is not what it needs. Be it the foods that we eat that's full of sugar and the wrong sugar that brings about the imbalances in the body and the chemical structure, or it could be the drug that they've taken from a plant and created and turned it into everything but what it originally came from. And then they tell you that it's going to help balance out your body. So it will hide. It will tell things to turn off, tell certain receptors not to respond. And you say, oh, wow, I feel great. I'm doing wonderful right now. And then all of a sudden it don't work anymore. And then you got to take a little bit more. Then they want you to take a little bit of something else. And you think that process is really helping you. But that process is destroying cell life. It's causing the environment of the cells to shift, so it can't receive the oxygen to help those pumps, which is your cells, that sodium, potassium pump. At the very basic level, the sodium, potassium pump turn on to create electricity. Electricity, you know, like the light bulb, the one that they have that ain't been turned off since the light bulb been created. But yet and still we have to replace light bulbs, I don't know how often. Everything in the world was built upon looking at the human body and breaking it apart. And they want you to treat your body like that. But it starts in consciousness to understand that you govern this body. Einstein said it best. The sole governing agent of the particle is the field. And you are the field. The field surrounds you. You know what I mean? Let's step back and take our deep breath and get in alignment. Because you know, as a lymphologist, when you take that deep breath, you're priming the pump of the lymphatic system to do its job. And when you're on drugs and medication and you're doing things like that, it drains you from being able to take that good breath. And when you're in a worrying state, it does the same thing. And that's why you sit back and you say, let me just be still and let me just relax and let me just slow down for a minute. And then you allow your body to frequency to balance out with that frequency of nature, of Mother Earth. You know, the Schumann wave frequency that has raised its vibration over time. And man is still functioning at 7.58 megahertz, and the Schumann wave frequency is all the way up to 12, up to the love vibration, the frequency of love, where we all should be at. A return to love. April, Conscious Self-Health Care Awareness Month. A return to love. Self-care, self-love. How have I been caring for my body? Have I been sitting around 20 years, 30 years, 5 years, 40 years waiting for a cure and my body is still breaking down more and more and more every day? Some people want that, and that's okay. But if you don't want that and you're ready to shift the energy of that, you can do that. Basic information, Cellular Ecology 101. Join the group Lymphatic Wellness on Facebook. It's time for a true healing. And that's the healing of the inner and the outer. There's no separation. I love the statement of being. I love the statement of being. God is all, both invisible and visible. Hey, that sound like me. One presence, one mind, one power is all. Got one thought. Good loving thoughts. This one that is all, is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. The material of life. The material of love. Perfect. So what am I? Man. The individualized expression. See, we are individuals, but we have the same expression. So your consciousness governs you. It can't govern me. I can pray for you. I can do a lot of things for you. I can bring your feelings up into that vibration. But if you don't have it in mind and you don't have it in consciousness, you won't keep it. Man is the individualized expression of God and is ever one with this perfect life and perfect love and perfect substance. I see that vision every day. I discipline my 12 powers. I discipline my thoughts each and every day, not to get caught up in the man-made mindset of human consciousness. Do I follow the crowd? Only if we get ready to jump in the ocean and feel some of that good salt water, I'm going to follow you in that. I'm going to take a moment and know thyself, truly know thyself and understand ourselves. So here we say we don't have diseases, we don't have disease. We create cellular malfunctions that we can correct. We can correct. We can change the way we eat. We can change the way we think. We can change our environment so we can change our cell environment. Stop living in fear of the 4 Ds. Disease, dying, death, and that P, pain. The last D is deception. Stop living in fear of the 4 Ds and a P. Disease, dying, death, and deception. The pain of it all, the deception of a man-made mindset of human consciousness, takes you away from the reality of your true consciousness, of your true nature. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. Yes. Take a deep breath. Disease, cellular malfunctions. Cells are not getting what they need to keep the pump turned on. There's no or minimum less of oxygen. Electricity is off. It's like ying, 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 ying. And so you're dying while you're living. If you're worried about a disease, you're dying while you're living. You're taking drugs to help correct your cellular malfunction. You're dying while you're living. And as we learn about the power of the lymphatic system and how so important it is to the circulatory system of it doing its job, the body is one. It's a whole. But every part works together. Every part works together. And every part is a picture of the whole. And you can shift. You can shift. Them some powerful pain drug medications is out there. I know. I saw. My mother live on them. I saw girlfriends live on them. I saw people live to not live to be 50 years old. And all of a sudden they woke up one day. They had a heart attack. All of a sudden they didn't wake up. And people say, why? What happened? They were only even doing Tylenol and Motrins and Advils. They done told you that taking those things on a regular basis, consistency, your body structure, your chemicals will change. The warning has changed. It's not that you may have a heart attack. You may have a stroke. You will eventually. But we still take them and think that they're going to do something for us when everything we need is sitting right there in nature. True integrative medicine does not include pharmaceuticals for the daily care of your body. True integration is all the healing arts. All the healing arts. Down to being still, taking a deep breath, looking up at the sun, putting your feet out in the green, good grass with no chemicals in it now. You know what I mean? And walking and hugging a tree and sitting under a tree and even stepping out in the rain. Nature, drumming, dancing, listening to music. So just as much as those pharmaceutical drugs are causing problems, sugar's doing the same thing. To everybody, to our kids, especially. So it's time for us to take a deep breath and get into the reality of the reality and step away from the duality of life. Here's another post that I put out today based on where we are. For the love of life, there's got to be a better way than the use of pain medication. No drug can take away the pain. Ask anyone in pain on medication. You do not overdose on medication unless you intentionally take the drug to die. A person on pain medication knows that eventually the medication cannot hide the pain anymore. So what is a save shot? Cleaning your body out so you can feel the pain. Drugs don't save you. It's not safe. They told you that it wasn't safe. They told you that it was going to have 20 different chemical reactions in the body. And you take 2, that's 40 different chemical reactions in the body. So what do you do when your body is in pain and the pain doesn't stop? The body goes into shock, and the shock causes the body to release, and the body naturally does what it does. You see, my heart is heavy this morning. There's this pain I feel deep down inside. Every time I hear we have lost another one to the medical illusion of drugs and poison, shots of drugs, and they call it saving your life. Drugs slow down or stop the metabolic process of the cell life. It destroys the cell living environments. Eventually, there is no drug to stop that natural process. You're stopping the process from happening. You're stopping the process from happening. And eventually, that mechanism that you use won't stop it. The flood will come. The flood will come upon the body and drown internally all the cells. And it shuts down. That's all I had to say about the process. But this is how Dr. Layla Africa, this is what he had to say about the process. The objective of their science is to never use the word melanin. Why is that? We give all these names and numbers to things, yet in school you never hear your science teacher mention melanin. Yet it is the basis to everything in our body and in our universe, for that matter. The more melanin you have in your body, the more civilized you are, the more psychic you are, the more information you can store in your memory, the faster your nerve transmission, the more you can absorb the full spectrum of sound, color, taste, smell, and touch. A drug that does not affect melanin is no drug at all, some say. In fact, we measure the effects of drugs based on how it affects our melanin. To create a drug, you have to destroy, speed up, or slow down melanin, the metabolic process of life. It's no wonder in the system of supremacy they use chemicals one way to attack us. It's an attack on our melanin. Everybody's body structure, the individualized expression, and they know that melanin is worth more than gold. So if you love your melanated body, you got to stop putting the poison in the body because it takes the process off of balance. And you do not have a deficiency for drugs. You have a deficiency for nutrition. For nutrition from the seed of the earth. That's what you have a nutrition from. That was Dr. Layla Africa. He making it plainer. Because, see, I'm not a chemist. I'm not a physicist. I'm a person that was privileged and honored to trust and love an environment of her own self. And when put in situations and given information, I said, that information sound good. That information matched me. Like in episode 1, when I told you about the fact that I lived my entire life thinking that I was going to die. I'm going to die because I'm going to inherit kidney disease from my father. It's in my genes. I'm going to die. He died before he was 40. I'm not going to live to see him to be an adult. So I had a worrying life. Worrying and waiting for things to happen that wasn't going to happen unless it stayed in my consciousness. So I had to shift my consciousness before I even learned about consciousness. But then maybe I did know about consciousness. Because who did I grow up with? I grew up with Reverend Ike. My mama made me go to church till I was 12 years old. But I'm like, I don't really want to go. And why you don't want to go to church? Because I want to go to church on the radio with Reverend Ike. I want to go with Aunt Bert. I want to listen to what they listen to. I like what they saying. So that's in my subconscious mind, the power of my mind. My mastermind is inside of me that governs me and my body. And then to learn quantum physics, that was a blessing. That's consciousness. You know, and studying with Dr. Samuel C. West and learning about cellular ecology, the life of a cell, the lymphatic system. Yeah, I understand what's happening to this body. I know what happened with my son. I know why y'all kept him in the hospital for 5 months. He came out in 2 hours, died within 2 hours. I understand the life and death process of a cell. I'm going to share with you before I leave today a little bit of that. But you can call in and share with me if you like. I know you sitting back, listen, because we talk. 310-928-7733. I'm going to listen to some music. Take a moment. What's up? Let me see. Jamal, what I send you to put up now? Ah, what I want to hear. Is there some Earth, Wind, and Fire out there? Do we have some Earth, Wind, and Fire that we can play? You are tuned into Heart to Heart Healthy Living, and this is my real life radio show. See, I wanted to play a little bit of Earth, Wind, and Fire, of the shining star, to let you know that your cells has this light that transmit the field. Some people call it the aura, but we know the advancement of the aura is the field. Everything is connected. And so, we should know now how to take care of the physical body. We've been knowing this since 1800s. It's time to look at it for real. Integrative medicine is all the healing arts, is the herbs. But when our body get into a certain condition, it needs the power of the true process of how the herbs should really be to get your body out of that state. And so I just want to share with you a little bit about a discovery. Because like I say, when you join my lymphatic wellness group and you join and come and let me assist you with relearning, rethinking, and rewriting your healthcare plan based on some real good information that puts you in control of your health, you're going to learn the science of lymphology, because that's how I give you the power back. It's not through me that the healing comes. It's through you wanting the healing that it comes, through the information. So here's 2 paragraphs from out of the works of Dr. Samuel C. West, the Worldwide Blood Protein Research Society, which I'm an ambassador for, which I share the information to help you understand how cells get in trouble. But this is based on the research. And this is just very simplistic, how somebody that you can hear about one moment was doing fine and dropped dead the next moment. The basic discoveries which reveal that the blood proteins in water are able to leave the bloodstream to cause lack of oxygen, and the resulting pain, disease, and death at the cell level was made between 1930 and 1961 at 3 major medical schools in the United States. The research was done by Drs. Cecil K. Drinker at the Harvard Medical School, by Dr. H.S. Meyerson at the Tulane School of Medicine, and by Dr. Arthur C. Guyton at the Mississippi School of Medicine. Their research revealed that the blood proteins in water must be removed from the spaces around the cells by the lymphatic vessels to keep the cells in what is called the dry state, or the blood proteins in water will alter the dry state and produce lack of oxygen, which could cause your death in about 24 hours, and it can happen in just a few hours. My son came home and died 2 hours after being in the hospital for 5 months, saying that he was living and thriving. I know why he died in 2 months. If the blood proteins and water can cause death in 24 hours, that was 2 hours, not 2 months for my son. Could they also cause every disease on the face of this earth? The answer is yes. Basic cellular ecology, which they do not want you to understand and learn. The United States put together all the lymphologists around the world back in the 60s to study the lymphatic system and what its job was. And now they just beginning to tell you all these years later about a separate lymphatic system in the brain. The lymphatic system parallels your blood vessels. Everywhere there is a blood vessel, there is a lymphatic vessel. The body must filter itself, purify itself. And if it cannot do that, the cells begin to set in their own waste and internally drown. It causes the blood proteins to drop out of the bloodstream. And you know, if you know what keeps blood in the bloodstreams, you got to have those proteins in there. Because wherever that one protein drop that brings to water, it gets into a flooded state in the area of your body. And they say that organ is no longer functioning. Well, you clean that environment up, you give the cells some good nutrition, you get some oxygen going in there, you get the breathing, and the cells get the living, they get the thriving, they get the shifting and the changing. But if you go right back and do the same thing, it does the same thing. And this is just a process of life. The life process, the living process, the birth process, the death process is the same process. It's all about consciousness and how you're living your life, the things that you are doing. So what you holding on to in thought? Take a deep breath. You just primed the pump for your lymphatic system. So if you want to learn more, Prince was walking around. He was joyous. He was having fun. He did shows. Nobody even suspected. But look how long he's been living with pain. Look how long he's been taking medication. It just couldn't do his job anymore. The circulatory system was shutting down. The albumin was dropping out of the bloodstream. The water was coming. It was flooding the body. Save shot is just like giving you when they shock your heart and try to. They say they pumping your heart back, but what they're really doing is pumping that excess fluid and excess sodium out from around in the body. And sometimes they can do it and sometimes they can't. But sometimes it's just a natural process. And everybody don't really want to be saved if they can't live a quality of life. As you notice, his family said, dying with dignity. My mama was going to die with dignity. Nobody wants to not die with dignity anymore. Nobody wants to be sitting somewhere knowing they can't get back to being their vibrant self again. Prince said his life was in his music, was in his dance and his expression. He may have could have lived, but it wasn't a quality life. He probably didn't want it. What do you want? What do you want for yourself? What do you want to stop believing in? What do you want to shift? I'm the person for you. This is the station for you. This is the radio show for you. And we're going to have fun celebrating those that take back control of their life this Saturday. That's what we do. I just opened up my eyes because I told you that I talk with my eyes closed. But we have a caller calling in from area code, what's this, 202? Area code
Karen,
202.
this is Carlinia.
Hi, Carlinia. I'm so
How
glad
are you?
called.
I was just listening.
Great.
Oh, my goodness.
I was just about this. You know what? This is so great. I just had your sheet coming up next. And it's like, first, let me say, this is the Creating with the Masters Telesummit. I was so thankful to be a part of that yesterday. I am so thankful for what you're doing and bringing so many wonderful people together, and you creating this fantastic week for people to just listen to people tell their story. Tell what you're doing. Tell what you're doing.
You know what? Yeah. So my name is Carlinia Springer. I'm the creator of Destiny Embraced. And I was ready to take my life to the next level. So I've helped a lot of people, but I just knew I was playing small and that I needed to step out of my comfort zone and I needed to create my own stage. As I sat here listening to you, Karen, my friend Clara, who listened to you on Monday and was just fascinated by everything you were saying, we were sitting here and we were just like, oh my God, she has just created this incredible stage. This is like her playground. And that's what Creating the Masters is all about. It's about encouraging you to step up, and you can't do that if your health is not in order, right? I mean, without our health, we're not even here. So it's like, and I'm listening to you talk about melanin, and I've heard bits and pieces from different people, but I'm always wondering, like, what is it about melanin? What is it that makes us different? And I told Claire, I said, oh my God, we have to get her to teach us all about this. But Creating with the Masters was me reaching out to my mentors and to some of their students and allowing people to hear those who poured into me and who taught me how to create my own stage and who gave me the encouragement to speak and allow my voice to be heard. Because I grew up not being seen and not being heard. So there are always these voices depending on, you know, what your background is, and mine was abusive. So there was always these voices, even though I had a lot of spiritual development, that was still holding me down. And I said, you know what? I have to step out. It's not an option anymore. I'm sold out for my vision. I'm sold out for my life. And
I'm so glad
I listened to you, and this is an example. And I told you, I said, I've been watching you for probably a couple of years now, just on the periphery. You never know who's paying attention to you and what you're doing.
Know. And that was so awesome to hear you say that to me. I know we're coming up on an hour, and my show is rebroadcast on Wednesdays right here on Interlight Radio, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. No, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so I do have to close right at the hour, so I will be in line with the program. But I want you to tell people how they can listen to rest of the conference call. This is a whole week of people speaking. So how can people connect with you so they can find out how to listen to the rest of these great speakers?
You know, the best way, you can find me on Facebook at Destiny Embraced Home. That's embraced with a D, Destiny Embraced Home, or you can just send me an email to creatingwiththemasters@gmail.com, and I'll send you the link. And
I will also put it in the group Heart to Heart Radio and into the Lymphatic Wellness group. But I had pulled your sheet out, Carlina, and it's like you never really know what you're saying sometimes. Because like I said, I close my eyes. I might have something ready. The Spirit might tell me to have something ready, but then it carries me in a whole other place. And when I look back and I saw what you wrote about what I said, did I say that? And you said, yeah, you said that. If you are using any drug, you are masking a thought. Did I say that?
Yes, you sure did.
And you sure are. You're masking a thought when you do anything because thought creates things. And then I turned around, I looked down there again. She said, you are the seed of life. Without the seed, there is no life. Oh,
there's no life.
I was like, did I say that? And then I said,
Oh my
you
God.
did not birth yourself on planet Earth to be a victim, people. You are in control of your life. You are not planet Earth, not this man-made mindset of human consciousness. You are, and when you take back control of your body, you are in control of your life. Don't fear about dying. Don't fear about a disease. Don't fear about any of that. You control this body. Learn what this body needs, and you will walk on this planet Earth in a harmonious, balanced state. And know that your cells regenerate themselves every single moment of every day. And then you said something like, your body symptoms are saying what you are thinking. Hello. Your body symptoms are saying what you are thinking. Hello.
Oh, like I was telling my friend, you know, I'm so glad to hear you here because you poured so much into us. And it was so fast. I'm like, oh my God, I can't take down this information fast enough. So I'm definitely pointing people to this radio show.
I'm thankful for you so much because you never know who's listening. You never know what's going on. Just like I didn't know people was listening around the world, and I started getting calls from people saying, I'm in this. The Inner Light Radio, I love Brother Jamal. That's why I honored him last year with the Community Visionary Award. And we're going to have so much fun Saturday. And I want everybody to tune in right here, Inner Light Radio, this Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to put out our guest panel sheet starting today. We have Dr. Marcus Lorenzo Penn, Roger Hill, Danielle Sachs, Michelle Edmonds, Dr. Nathan Rabb Jr. right here from Inner Light Radio. We have Deborah Richardson, Pastor Walton DeGraff. We have Kendra Garcia. We have so many people that's going to be joining us. And, of course, you, the listening audience of Inner Light Radio, and everybody you have tuned in. April is Conscious Self-Health Care Awareness Month. Lymphatic cellular. It's time to just think a new way. I know we're coming up on an hour, and I have to be able to close out on time because I am rebroadcast tomorrow on Wellness Wednesday. When you tune into Inner Light Radio on Wellness Wednesday, you have a whole lineup of people just pouring in the information to empower you to take control and know that you create cellular malfunctions, not diseases. As soon as you bring harmony in your life and stop living in a duality world, giving your power to people, places, and things, you will move around on planet Earth in so much harmony, so better. Don't fear diseases. Embrace them. Love them. Give them a big hug and let it vanish from your heart and mind, and know that there are cellular malfunctions that you control. You are tuned into Heart to Heart Healthy Living. I want to thank you so much for tuning in and sharing this show with a friend. And it's been fantastic. I didn't get to play all my songs, but on our way out, maybe we can get a little bit of Prince in there somewhere and come aboard my friendship train. Come on and ride. We on a Harriet Tubman's ride. From farmer side, neutral side, the standard American diet, negative thinking, giving your power over to systems that do not care about you or your body, because it's all about you caring about yourself first. Honor yourself, love yourself, put yourself first, do something different, shift your energy. It's okay. There's a whole group of us out here that's over here on this vibe. You're not by yourself. Thank you so much, Carlina, for what you're doing and bringing so many people together, because you are the master of your own thoughts. The mastermind lives inside of you as you. And it's time that we embrace that master vibration, that God frequency, that particle.
Ocean of violets in bloom.